Welcome sa video lecture na On Your Math, Get Set, Go. Ang video lecture na to ay pag-usapang list of formula na gagamitin natin kapag tayo mag-entrance exam. So, pag-usapan natin yung sequence and series, statistics, probability, algebra, geometry, at trigonometry. So, ano muna tayo? Sequence and series. Meron tayong tatlong types: arithmetic, geometric, harmonic. An arithmetic, an ordered set of numbers that have a common difference. Example neto is 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, which is yung common difference niya 3. Makuha natin siya if minus natin yung second term sa first term at chinek natin ito sa mga succeeding terms. So 4 minus 1 is equal to 3, 7 minus 4, 3, 10 minus 7. Geometric, an ordered set of numbers that have a common ratio. Ang example na ito is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Ang combination niya is 2. Kikita natin ito. So, din-identify natin. 1 times 2, 2, 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2, 16. So, harmonic, kikita natin. So, an ordered set of numbers, that is the difference between the reciprocal of any two consecutive terms is constant. So, 1, 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, 1/5. Yung formula is 1 over n. So, pagdating naman sa arithmetic, meron tayong formula para makuha ang aling term siya, ano yung term na yun sa arithmetic sequence na. So, yung formula is a sub n is equal to a plus quantity n minus 1 times d. Yung itsura ng tanong na to is find the 46th term of the arithmetic sequence 3, 8, 13, 18. So, kunin muna natin yung variables para sa formula. Yung A, ito yung first term. So, 3. D, ito yung common difference. Dito ang common difference is 5. So, mag-check natin 8 minus 3, 5. 13 minus 8, 5. N, ito yung pang ilang terms. So, 46. So, plug in lang natin yung variable. So, meron tayong 3 plus quantity 46 minus 1 times 5. So, pag sinimplify mo siya, magiging kalabasan is 228. Sa arithmetic, meron din naman tayong partial sum. Yung formula na ito yung S sub n is equal to quantity n over 2 times quantity a plus a sub n. Yung itsura ng tanong na mga ganito is, find the partial sum S sub 46 for the arithmetic sequence 3, 8, 13, 18. So yung variables niya, meron tayong n is equal to 46, a is equal to 3, at yung a sub n natin is 228. Ito yung sa last slide na a sub n. So, substitute na natin siya. Makukuha natin quantity 46 divided by 2 times quantity 3 plus 220. So, pag sinimplify natin, makukuha natin 5,330. Geometric, meron din tayong formula para makuha mo kung ano yung term na yun sa specific sequence. So, ang itsura ng formula ay a sub n is equal to a times r raised to n minus 1. So, yung itsura ng tanong is find the 12th term of the sequence 1, 2, 4. Makikita natin, para magamit ulit natin yung formula, identify muna natin yung value. So, yung n, ito yung kung anong term. Yung a as yung first term, r yung common ratio. Yung common ratio natin is 2. I-check natin. Pag 1 times 2, 2, 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8. So, ipo-plugin lang ulit natin siya. So, yung sagot dito is 2014. Sa geometric, meron din tayong partial sum. Ang itsura ng formula niya is S sub n is equal to a times quantity 1 minus r raised to n all over 1 minus r. So, itsura ng tanong mo ganito is, find the partial sum of a subterm of the sequence 1, 2, 4, 8. So, identify ulit natin yung mga variable. N is equal to 10, A is equal to 1, R is equal to 2. So, substitute lang ulit natin siya. Makukuha natin yung sagot, which is 4,047. Sa geometric, meron din tayong isa pang formula na partial sum kapag yung common ratio mo is less than 1. So, itsura ng formula na yun is A over 1 minus R. So, itsura ng tanong na ganong klaseng sequence is find the partial sum a subterm of the sequence 64, 32, 16, 8. So, identify ulit natin yung variable. N is equal to 12, A is equal to 64, R is equal to 1. So, check natin siya. 64 times 1 half, 32. 32 times 1 half, 16. So, substitute nung ulit natin yung mga variable na nakuha natin. Makukuha na natin yung partial sum, which is 158. Next naman is yung harmonic. Ang itsura ng formula niya is A sub n is equal to 1 all over A plus quantity n minus 1 times D. So, itsura ng tanong niya is find the ninth term of the sequence 1, 1 half, 1 third, 1 fourth, 1 fifth. So, identify ulit natin yung variables. N, yung ninth term, A, yung first term, D is equal to 1. Since reciprocal lang tinitingnan natin, at hindi mo nagbabago yung natin. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pa rin. So, 1 siya. So, substitute ulit nung natin siya. Makikita mo. 1 over 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times 1. Pag sinimplify natin siya, ang sagot is 1 over 9. Ngayon, pumunta naman tayo sa statistics. Meron tayong tatlong form of statistical average. Yung mean, median, mode. Yung mean, ito yung mathematical average of a set of two or more numbers. Median, yung middle number ng isang sorted na ascending or descending list of numbers. Yung mode, ito yung measurement of how far each number is from the mean. So, mean, median, mode lang, lang yun, frequency. So, type of question to use, get the mean, median, mode data set. So, yung formula na gagamitin natin, dito, makikita natin. Yung una, yung mean, ito yung a sub 1 plus a sub 2, plus a sub n all over. Ito yung formula ng mean. Pag-plugin mo lang doon yung mga data set mo. Tapos, sa median, meron tayong dalawang forms. Pag add siya, yung number of terms mo, o kaya even. Kapag add, gagamitin mo yung n plus 1 over 2. Kapag even, gagamitin mo yung n over 2 at saka n plus 1 over 2. So, isog na natin to. So, para makuha natin yung median, i-sort muna natin. Dito pinili ko ascending. So, makikita mo yung dataset na 1, 3, 4, 5, 2, 7, 6, 9, 8, 2, 4, 6 is magiging ganito na. So, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, since nais na natin yung assortment, kunin na natin yung median. So, para mo pang ilang term siya, gamitin natin yung formula. Since meron tayong 13 terms, add siya. So, gawin natin n plus 1 over 2. So, makukuha natin yung pang 7th term. Pang 7th term, ito yung median, which is yung 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Sa mode naman, ito yung frequency ng isang dataset. Makikita natin dito sa assort na median na dataset. Makikita natin yung pinakamadalas na lumabas is yung 2. So 2 yung sagot daw. Sa mean naman, dito, add lang natin lahat ng terms sa dataset. So 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 and so on all over kung ilan yung digits meron tayo sa dataset, which is 30. So, yung mean mo magiging 69 over 9 pag sinimplify naman. So, meron tayong isa pang ruling na pag-uusapan, which is yung probability. Meron tayong addition rule, tsaka multiplication rule. Yung addition rule, ito yung probability that at least one of the events will occur. Sa multiplication naman, ito yung probability that both events occur simultaneously. So check natin yung addition rule. So meron tayong independent event. Yung itsura ng formula na to is probability of A or B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B. So itsura ng tanong na gagamit ng formula na ito is Robert is playing cards. What is the probability of Robert pulling a king or a jack? So para magamit natin yung formula na to, identify muna natin. Ang probability ng makuha yung king, which is probability A, is 4/52 since meron lang tayong 4 na king sa isang standard deck of cards, which is 1/13. Ganun din sa probability ng B, which is yung sa jack, meron lang din tayong 4 at ang equivalence lang is 1/13. So dito, pag-add lang natin, since addition siya, so 1/13 plus 1/13 is equal to 2/13. Next naman, meron tayong dependent events kapag addition rule. May itsura ng formula ng ganito is probability of A or B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A and B. Pag dependent events. So yung itsura ng mga tanong na ganito is Robert is playing cards. What is the probability of Robert pulling a king or a spade? So identify ulit natin yung variable. So probability na pagkuha niya ng king, hindi naman nagbago, 4/52 pa rin siya. Yung probability naman na kumuha ng spade is 13/52 since meron tayong 13 cards na spade sa isang standard deck of cards. Ngayon, para makuha natin yung probability na A and B, check natin yung standard deck of cards kung meron bang card na nagko-coincide sa pares na probability. So makikita natin meron tayong King of Spades na isa lang siya. So ilalagay lang natin yung probability na makuha yung King of Spades is 1/50. So substitute lang ulit natin yung mga nakuha nating variable. Makukuha mo dito is 4/52 plus 13/52 minus 1/50. So yung sagot mo is 4/30 pag sinimplify. Ngayon, tingnan natin yung multiplication rule. Ang multiplication rule, ang formula nito is probability of A and B is equal to probability of A times probability of B pag independent events. So, itsura ng tanong ng mga ganito is, two cards are drawn in a standard deck of cards. What is the possibility that the first card is heart and the second is spades? So, para magamit ulit natin, identify ulit natin yung probability at yung variables ng mga nasa form. So, probability ng A, which is yung hearts, or kung paano makakuha ng hearts, ang probability nun is 13/52 or 1/4. So, yung pangalawa naman is spades, which is 13/52 din, since 13 lang din yung cards na meron sa isang standard deck. So, 1/4 nandun siya. So, pa-plug in natin yun sa formula. So, magiging 1/4 times 1/4. So, magiging 1/16 na siya. Ngayon, tingnan naman natin kapag dependent yung events sa multiplication. So, check natin to. Type of question para makita yung mga ganitong formula is, in a box, there are 4 red marbles and 4 green marbles. If you select 3 marbles without replacement, importante itong without replacement, what is the probability of getting all red marbles? So, since dependent siya, kadalasan, para ma-identify mo na dependent siya pag sinabi without replacement. So, identify na natin yung mga variables. So, probability of A, ito yung probability na makuha mo all red cards. So, first, meron tayong 4 out of 8. So, 4/8. So, 1/2 yung probability ng first na marble. Sa second marble naman, makikita natin, i-multiply natin yung probability of B na may kalalaman sa age. So makikita natin dito, since nabawasan na ng isang marble, yung ano natin, yung box. So magiging all over 7 na siya. At meron na lang tayong 3 marbles. Kasi nabawasan na ng isa. So ganun din mangyayari sa panghuling probability. So magiging 2 over 6 na lang siya. Since pabuwas tayo ng pabuwas. Kasi walang replacement. So, substitute na lang natin siya. So, magiging 1 half times 3, 7 over times 1 over 3. So, magiging, pag sinimplify na natin siya, 1 over 14.